Good afternoon to the Honourable Speaker and the House at large. My name is Steve Engelbrecht and I was the Ambassador for 2014 and I'm currently a student at the North West University. What an amazing day. I feel so proud to be a child of South Africa today. Ever since I was a small boy, I could never really decide what I wanted to do with my life. But I always knew what type of person I wanted to become. I wanted to be a successful person, a kind person, and a person who gave more than he took. And this week, with the help of the Nelson Mandela Children Fund and the Department of Social Development, the possibilities for the future are endless.
My name is Karabo Masilo. I live in Rustenburg. I'm from the Bojana district and I'm the 2015 ambassador for the Nelson Mandela Children's Parliament.
So what is the impact of the Children's Parliament in your life?
The impact of the Children's Parliament in my life? Well, I'd say that the Children's Parliament has made a huge difference in my life because I've learned to accept people for who they are. You know, whether it would be gender, whether it be the diversity, the different languages or races or everything. I've learned to accept people for who they are and I've learned to also be diverse myself.
So what changes has participating in the Children's Parliament brought in your life?
Well, it has made me rather a different person. First of all, I've gotten values like teamwork, you know, and also leadership skills. They have brought in them, they've groomed me. I'm actually a better person for that.
What changes would you like to see in your community, schools and home?
Firstly, in my school, the changes I'd like to see, first of all, the quality of education we get in our schools. I'd like the teaching to be better, be that of most private schools. And then also when it comes to drugs, I wish that the Department of Education could go in partnership with, I don't know, the SAPS most probably, and then they should help us with the struggle that, you know, this endeavor that we're going through every time with the drugs and the substance abuse, with the alcohol and everything. And then in my community, I'd like to see mass participation from the youth. Every time when there's a complaint, it should always be that it's our parents or the elders within the community who are working towards it, but it should also be the children as well as the youth.
Do you think the Children's Parliament is still a relevant platform to raise issues concerning children and youth?
Most definitely. The Children's Parliament has made it very easy because now most people you'd find a problem but you don't know how to raise it, how to air it. So, but with the Children's Parliament, we all have a platform now and we all know where to raise these.
Would you like the Children's Parliament to continue?
Most definitely. They bring change to the lives of most children within our country.
My name is Anne Vergeest. I come from Mafikeng, the Nakambodiro Malema district, and I'm a 2014 parliamentarian. It's really been life-changing. Thinking about, like, before I went to Children's Parliament, when I see a problem, I didn't know what to do about it. But after going to Children's Parliament, I saw that I have the platform to make a difference, and really that's been amazing. I think the Parliament is a really good experience, and there's not a lot that I would actually change about it. But what I would like to see improvement in is that when we came back from Parliament, a lot of us didn't really keep in contact and we lost each other. So that when we started doing projects or if we want to initiate something, we weren't able to create such a large impact. So I feel like a lot more people should be involved, and I think that's the thing. Staying in contact with each other really help with the impact that we want to create. I'm not going to say I'm a selfish person, but I haven't been that selfless. But after I came back from Parliament, I was able to see the change that I could make if I just stopped thinking about what I want all the time, but rather what I could do for everyone else also. So that's really been great. I think as a general, just like working together as a community, and especially in our school, when we see a problem, we sometimes just leave it. Like we complain, but very often we don't think about what we can do. So I feel like I should be able to bring the community together, our school together, to think about the problem and work through it. I think it's an excellent platform. It creates an opportunity for people from different parts of the country to come together and talk about the problems and think about how we can solve them. So the Nelson Mandela Children's Parliament is definitely an amazing platform for that. We are the next leaders in generation, and I feel like the Parliament creates an opportunity for us to learn more about what we can do and helps us explore everything about us, like help us to explore our leadership skills, our thinking skills, our skills in terms of working together as a group. So yes, it should continue.
My name is Gian, and my Gian Klute. My official name is JC. I'm from Western Cape, a school which by the name of Delabat. I want the youth to start to learn and different youth and different ideas. They must come to the community and so that we can understand each other. Personally, now I want to improve, to see South Africa improved and be a better match. To be part of Children's Parliament as some ambassador or someone on top, as a speaker actually, I started thinking that yes, the deaf can do it. They can show the people who are speaking people that they can and they must know deaf. They must know. They must do things differently. So all of us, personally, I think it's very important to have skill. Deep inside your first is very important. First of all, for my community, doctors, for an example, managers, different stakeholders, they must try they must employ more interpreters. Why? Because it's a very problem when we go to the hospital or to the police station because they don't have interpreters. So it's very difficult for us.
The Children's Parliament had a lot of impact in my life and a way of thinking, and I also learned to be a leader. I also learned to communicate with other people from different places. I also learned to research for issues that are facing young people in my community, and also to feel the pain that our young people in our communities are feeling, since in our different communities we've got different challenges. So as an ambassador, I take it as my responsibility to consider those issues that are facing other young people and take them into consideration and include stakeholders to try and resolve those issues which young people are facing.
The impact of the Children's Parliament in my life is that it has made me to see potential in myself as I have become the voice of the voiceless.
What changes would you like to see in your community, home or school?
I would like to see the rate of sexual abuse drop down, the rate of crime drop down. That's what I would love to see.
It is important for people or deaf community to be able to know more about exhibition in terms of career. And I would like to thank my mentor who really assisted me during the project in terms of information sharing. Because most of the deaf community didn't have that information. They experience challenges where they have to go to the university or deciding on the career path that they are going to embark themselves on.
Despite having limited resources and communication due to unfavorable circumstances, I took it upon myself to work with my peers, teachers and caregivers to confront the psychosocial issues in my community.
The lessons which we acquired in 2013 as ambassadors are: being an ambassador means being selfless. Ambassadorship is not easy. You need to collaborate to be effective. Leadership and impact means dedication, commitment, and hard work. Hence, we juggling the balls and pulling oneself out there and thinking out of the box to be creative and do improvement in our communities.
I'd like just to start briefly by acknowledging the work that the children have done in their different provinces and their different localities. I know and understand that there has been a lot of challenges that you experience. And because there wasn't much support, you could have done more. But I want to be encouraged by the fact that you continue to do what you needed to do, regardless of the problems that you experienced. And I think between ourselves and the department and the other partners, we will continue to support you with what we can. And actually, I also acknowledge the fact that you actually want to be active participants in sort of presenting your views, but also changing the way things are currently in your own communities. The Nelson Mandela Children's Fund Parliament has a long history, and fortunately or unfortunately for it, it started in this province. When we were dealing with issues of HIV/AIDS in 2000, when it wasn't fashionable to bring in children to discuss issues of HIV/AIDS, the Nelson Mandela Children's Fund actually had the first parliament of the Children's Fund in this province, and our main issue was HIV/AIDS. Coming to first child marriages, Ubutola in particular, as an organization, we are dealing with issues of ensuring that we sensitize communities, because communities are the ones who know who are the people who are involved in this, but also our culture, in some instances, actually opens the door for the children to be actually abused in this manner. So we wanted to call on parents to actually say that a child cannot be married off simply because you are following a culture and a tradition that does not respect the children's rights. We are wanting to say your child cannot be paid off by giving a goat, or actually you allowing your child who has been impregnated by an educator to be taken off by 10,000 rand. 10,000 rand is not worth your future, the future of your child. In terms of corporal punishment, our new strategy looks into corporal punishment as a serious matter, because some children actually drop out of school because they've been beaten, or they lose their self-esteem, and that affects them in terms of their future. So we are actually working with educators, with parents, school governing bodies, to say all of us have a responsibility to ensure that we understand why South Africa chose to be a human rights country and chose to abolish all forms of abuse, including corporal punishment. So we need to do that. But we're also asking parents to ensure that they do not encourage educators to actually be their children, because that's what they know.
And to that effect, we are going to ensure that before you come to the National Children's Parliament, we have gone through the district and municipal children's parliament to ensure that children's issues cascade from the lowest level possible up to this level. But most important, to ensure that you represent constituencies from the lowest level of our government. Your voices could make South Africa a better place for all. There's a lot of wisdom, intelligence that we've shared to show that we are better positioned to be part of the solutions for our country. And we have learned a lot of things from you. You have warned us to say, don't just put these structures. Ensure that there's a mentorship program, there's a support system in place to ensure that the parliament becomes sustainable and it becomes a vibrant structure to raise children's issues. Indeed, we have learned a lot from you, and ensure that we'll take everything that we've learned from you and we'll implement that.
Fighting poverty is a collective responsibility, not just a responsibility of social development. But the protection of children is our responsibility. We are the custodian of the Children's Act. We also report to the UN on the progress in terms of changing the quality of lives of children. When we had a briefing in the morning, I was very happy to hear that children are going to write their own shadow report. And then that report will go to the UN. And therefore, it's going to be honest. And it's going to be very direct. It's going to give us guidance on the areas where we have not performed according to expectation. Because with other people, we fight for other things. But when you have your own report, you talk directly to us, we are also going to depend on you. But also depending on you, does not mean that you can't raise your issues.
The impact of the Children's Parliament in my life is the fact that it has exposed me to factors that I had not explored before. It showed me that throughout the country there are a lot of young people facing the same problems that children in my community are facing, and that there is a way that we can all solve those problems being kids. It grew me as a person. Being a public speaker, it gave me a different platform which I had not had before to voice concerns about issues that are in my community and the communities around my community. I would really like to see more young people getting involved in projects and campaigns and activities that uplift them and better prepare them to be better future leaders, much like the Nelson Mandela Children's Parliament. In a way, yes, it is still a relevant platform in the sense that it allows us as kids to speak to authority figures and tell them what our problems are. But it could also be irrelevant because in some cases, though our concerns are voiced and heard, not much is done about it. Or if there is something done about it, it is done underground and we don't see the impact of that. I would like the Children's Parliament to continue for the mere fact that it trains young people, it helps them to see a better future. Because as it stands now, young people have a very grim future, with the economy being bad and everything that's going on. So young people have, their future is dim. So participating in the Nelson Mandela Children's Parliament shows us that there is a way forward and we can all prosper together.
The impact of the Children's Parliament in my life is that it has enabled me to raise awareness across my community, being schools and the people in my community, where I could inform them about the various topics that we do discuss in the Children's Parliament, and I could broaden their knowledge and enlighten them about things that I know that they would perhaps not know. The changes brought in my life is that I am now very confident, as just mentioning that I am in the Nelson Mandela Children's Parliament has allowed me to be nominated as the Vice Head Prefect of my school and the Vice President of the Children's Forum of the children's home I live at. So it has allowed me to be more confident and allowed me more positions in life where I could portray my leadership skills.
I would like to improve the involvement. I'd like to change the involvement because I believe teamwork will allow more successful projects to initiate. I am now able to think on my feet. When I handle a situation, I now think of how it affects everyone else. When we all go through these things, we lose communication, and I feel like the lack of communication also plays an important role in the lack of the successful projects that take part. So communication is one thing that needs to be improved, and us initiating projects too. We need to be active. I would like the Children's Parliament to continue because, as our ambassadors have taught us, mentoring younger people will continue the generation or the legacy.
The Children's Parliament, I believe, is a very great initiative. Not only has it helped me to be understanding of other people and to believe in myself, but it has made me realize that the youth or the children of South Africa can be leaders, and only when they are explored, that's when we know what potential they have. So the Children's Parliament is just a tap on the shoulder to say, you can do this. The Children's Parliament, what I would love to improve is the participation, and also for children from different districts to be included, so that not only people of one district are included and then we have only one district improving. We want all the children of different districts to be represented at the Children's Parliament. Participating in the Children's Parliament has made me take myself serious and also be taken serious. I believe if I talk to people about certain challenges, they take me serious because they understand that I've been at Parliament, which is a very serious thing. So the Nelson Mandela Children's Parliament is indeed a true success for me. What I would like to see is the parents and children working together into making South Africa a more better place, because we intend kids doing their own thing, parents doing their own thing. So if they work together, then it would be a great thing. The Children's Parliament is a very necessary tool, and for it to continue, it will be a blessing for South Africa. The Children's Parliament should definitely continue. It should continue, no matter what. Even if it rains and there's the storms, it should definitely continue.